Watch out, he man turn back, he man turn back. Me know what he say me face, you know. Me know what he say me. Video team. Sério, não é isso? Bumbo-clap. 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 Bumbo-clap.
Watch out, big sound on the pan. Watch out. On the pan. Big sound here.
The pan jumping up.
Pan, man, I know one. Me not take off one. Leg off from me hand. Leg off from me hand. That boy leg off from me hand. I'm me a rock with bad man. Watch out. Bad man, I uno me a rock with. Look how long me a rock with bad man. I uno me a rock with bad man. I tell you, say I uno me a rock with. Bigs, I uno me a rock with. Me a try tell you, say I uno me a rock with bad man. Look how long me say on the side bad man. Javi, Javi, look how long me say on the side. Yo, what's that long me a tell? Sponsor. Yo, take one. Put it on go. Put it on go. Look how long me say on the side. Still say on the side.
Before this I jump on so they lick me in the knee cup so I can jump. No fool.
And that me a go talk to you about me and then with the fuck. Moon a friend and baby. Yo, bad man. Yo, me valid to bad man. You tell us say on the nigga.
Before you use your clad in the blood the clad.
Yo, Javi, me really a do for Javi. Me really a do for Javi. Javi, me a do for Javi. I saw no really a do me. I saw no really a do me, dog. I saw no really a do me. I don't make it.
Too much.
Welcome back to MyView TV, the people's platform, the home of undiluted news, reviews, updates, and your daily dose of entertainment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in your cheer for me. Everything what you see up, man, natural talent. Man, me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple.
There's always more. When love is lost, other connections are waiting to be found. When you experience lack, there's abundance ready to be formed. When you let go of earth, you make room for additional healing and happiness. Don't fear loss. Have faith in your ability to create more. Wagwan, my people. Hope everybody know okay. Hope everybody know alright. It is another Saturday morning, and yes, people, I find myself alive. That's why I not hear my voice. But I can't tell you something. Every day above ground is a blessing. How awesome it is to be amongst the living, and surely not amongst the dead. Hold on, we have another word for somebody. When you want to find love, start with loving all of you. When you want more support, believe in your abilities. When you want peace, align with source. When you want to develop courage, put aside past fears. When you want to move forward, get over yesterday. When you want abundance, believe in more. Whatever you want, practice it with yourself first. Anyway, now, people, one of the particular go and do said the clock was bag full. And me I go start right there, so. Yeah, cause this finally reaching at the news. Remember me the cover me telling about Keisha. Keisha go down a station, go inform pa Odette son. See it then now. Them charge Odette son. But Keisha, let me tell you something. But I feel like say them not gonna charge your boy too, you know. Cause them ever let him out. Or slap him and get slapped. A matter of fact. Them say, yeah, get slapped too. You hear one of people? I can give you the story. A Kingston man has been charged with 2 counts of murder, possession of a prohibited weapon, and unauthorized possession of ammunition in relation to an incident that occurred on James Street in Kingston on Monday, September 19, 2022. He is 23-year-old laborer Javąughn Brown of Tex Lane in Kingston. Report reaching our news team. Matter of fact, I don't need to tell you that because I tell you all of that already. But the people them said them still want hear. Report reaching our news team that about 4 p.m. 2 men were on James Avenue when Brown and 2 other men armed with handgun opened gunfire, hitting both multiple times. Brown and his accomplice escaped. The police were alerted and an investigation launched. Brown was subsequently arrested and charged on Friday. His court date is being arranged. Yes, people, you know why them only want charge him. Akisha, they go down at the station, go lodge a complaint and say, yo, I know fear son name Q, you understand? But guess what, man, them still a go charge Q. And people don't bother worry themselves. Them still a go through the phone. We don't so hear about the Patterson story. Remember on the ear to write us so first. Anyway, I can move on. More things in the news. I'm going to tell you about blacks now. A man has been charged with wounded with intent and unauthorized possession of firearm ammunition in relation to a shooting incident in Summerfield, Chapelton on Monday, November 28, 2022. Charges 23-year-old Dwayne Barton, otherwise called Blacks, a landscaper. Man on a landscaper, you understand? Chick him a try chick people. This a boy a laborer. Slap him forget slap way. Report reaching our news team that about 9 p.m. Barton and another man, both armed with firearm, entered the complainant's yard and opened gunfire, hitting him in the leg. Barton and his accomplice then escaped in the area. The police were alerted and on their arrival, assisted the complainant to the hospital where he was admitted in serious but stable condition. An investigation was launched and guess what, people? The big A that police them arrest Barton and charge him on Thursday after he was questioned in the presence of his attorney. His court date is being finalized, which was a funeral. It should have been a funeral, people. Anyway, make a move on now. A man has been charged with shooting with intent following an incident on Chestnut Lane on Thursday, December 8, 2022. Charges were Mario Beanie Man Brown, not Beanie Man the artist, you understand? Remember, him can't walk, go to shoot off on nobody because film foot not really so good. Me I tell you the truth, people. But this one now, a so-called carpenter of Charles Street in Kingston 14. Report reaching our news team from the Dedham Town Police at about 9 a.m. Brown, along with 2 other men armed with handgun, approached the complainant and opened gunfire, hitting him. The complainant managed to escape and made a report to the police. On Tuesday, Brown was arrested and subsequently charged after he was positively identified. I can't tell you who's the complainant. I can't tell you, I remember saying, I know all things. And the councillor boy, that is that way that is concerned. Watch me come over on with the news now. You understand? A fisherman was arrested in connection with an incident on East Bay Drive on Saturday, August 13, 2022. 22-year-old Paul Ronaldson of Old Harbour St. Catherine is charged with shooting with intent and the use of a firearm to commit a scheduled offence. Report reaching our news team from the Portmore Police at about 8:40 a.m. an argument developed between the complainant when Ronaldson opened gunfire at the complainant. The complainant managed to escape and made a report to the police. On Saturday, the accused was handed over to the police and was charged on Thursday. Look how the police them could have got him and fix him business, man. My police has some that, you know. Hold on there. Look how the police them full coming and know why they make Sharky just walk in. So the police are reporting that Dwayne Morris, otherwise called Sharky, the most wanted criminal in St. Elizabeth, has been taken into custody. Morris turned himself into the police yesterday after a series of operations in Barbary Hall and the surrounding community. The police said he was wanted for the murder of Everton Spencer and is also a person of interest in several other offences committed across the parish. Let me tell you something. Police, Uno is a set of idiots. Uno is a set of idiots. Body found in river near Manchester-Clarendon border. The police are reporting that a body was found in Guts River, Alligator Pond, near the Manchester-Clarendon border on Friday. Report reaching our news team that about mid-morning, the body was seen floating in the river at an area referred to as Alligator Hole. Yes, people, that's what them call it, Alligator Hole. Detectives from Clarendon and Manchester Police Division processed the scene. Reports suggest that the incident is being investigated as a suspected case of drowning. Hold on, man, so find out exactly where going. Yan Uno, so find out exactly where going. Just as how, people, just as how. Yet another female banker. Yes, yet another female banker. Take some money and shove in her pocket. Let me tell you what going now. Our news team is informed that a senior employee to the National Commercial Bank was taken into custody Friday afternoon by fraud squad detective following allegations of fraud at the Ocherios branch. The 35-year-old wealth advisor is alleged to have defrauded US $30,000 or nearly $5 million from the account of a customer. It is alleged that between July and October last year, the MCB employee forged the signature of the customer. Orlando, she forgets slap right off the bat. This is one that's supposed to get slapped with. You see people, kill them dead, them want look like dolly, you know. Them a thief people money for go dolly up themselves. This is one that's supposed to get slapped with. Anyway, me I go back right over the big dirty getter now. 5 men are being sought for question in connection with murder committed in Portmore St. Catherine this month. Here we go on, power go on. Because I me I give you this story. Hope to have the full details.
Detectives from the St. Catherine South Police are conducting investigations into 2 recent murders which occurred in the division on Thursday, January 5th, 2023 in the Naggohead Transportation Center, and another murder which occurred on Wednesday, January 11th, 2023 along Robin Way in the Helsha Park community. We are seeking to speak to the following persons who we believe can assist us in these murder investigations. Jermaine Straw, also known as Predem, of a Helsha Park address, Mario Thomas, also known as Mario of a Helsha Park address, a man known as Kirk and another man known as Gona. These 2 are believed to be related and they are both of Helsha Park, a man known as Teddy of Helsha Park address. We are asking these persons to report to the Portmore CIB by midday on Saturday, January 14, 2023.
Upton, stop right there, sir. I think you chat a little bit too much now. What can I tell you? I tell them for come in. No. Youngsters not upon that. What kind of 15 years? Tell them to see police and shoot off a police. Yes, that is what we want them do. Say police and shoot off a police and wait until them other bad man friend them get rid of them. That is what we want. We not sit down and watch you pack up everybody around there and give them 15 years. You understand? And strain our pocket. No. Now work. Hold on now, people. Me I go down at St. James. You have a thing called don't talk too quick. I'm tired of telling the police them. Tap run off no more too quick and just do some police work. That is what we want to do. Here we go on now. Senior Superintendent Vernon Ellis, commanding officer for the St. James Police, said Thursday's operation in section of the parish is the start of a 14-day clampdown in criminal hotspot. Hold on the people. The biggest hotspot right now in St. James. The police station up on the road. Me a be on the police station up on the road. And watch where I go on, power go on. Every day somebody get shot down there. So I couldn't know. 11 persons were detained and 2 guns and 40 rounds of ammo seized. Some of those detained were processed and released. So now I pick up people to release them. So now waste government time on the road. The joint operation was carried out in Flankers, Salt Spring, Bogue, Barnett Lane and Railway Lane. It follows Tuesday's end of a round of state of public emergency declared on December 28th. And people, guess what? As it done, somebody get shot on the road. The same road they are telling about at the police station. Ask the people down over here. People get shot on the same road last night. You understand? Oh man, spread out on the road right up there. So don't bother worrying yourself. So we'll come back and give some more information on that one day, okay?
With that legislation, we were able to separate those persons who are causing the problem from the law-abiding citizens, and it worked well for the parish. I realize that there are some places that when you talk about the statistics, the gunmen tend to get a little bit jealous and they want to do something about it, to change it. So I've opted not to speak so much about the reduction. I'll just tell you that we have a significant percentage reduction in murders, and we'll keep it at that.